So I'm not too sure if we're working or not. I'm trying to get it back up. So am I back? I'm back. So I'm just going to give it a second. Me with technology. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong there, so I'll just give it a minute. I need to put some, the router's fine. So sorry about that. So where did we get to? So any comments that I didn't read, if you want to pop them back up, please do. So just double checking. So not sure if, oh, Matt's just messaged me saying, I just messaged him back. Back on. So yeah, so I'll just give it a second. So this one's from Anne saying, lost me. So one from Ryan, we could all dream of a good draw. Oh, 1,000,000%. Ant's put, we're back. Hello, mate. All right, Ant, hope you're keeping well. Good luck this Sunday. You need a flyer, absolute ripper. So Rich is saying we seem all right now, so cheers, Rich. So this one's from Ant. Paul, you fishing the Mayfair? Signal went. Yes, Ant, can't wait. I was just saying before we, I don't know where I got, where I was before we got cut off, but I was saying that one is mint because it's just on way. So you just go there to try and catch what your peg's worth. And it's really, really good festival. Nice and chilled out, nice and relaxed. I would definitely say that one is 1,000,000% one of my favourite festivals, and you will absolutely love it, and it's mega. So this one's from Rich. Dylan saying he never draws a fly, broke the internet. Oh, 1,000,000%. Dylan, what are you doing to me? Even Elon Musk was like, off, liar. So this one's from Billy. Evening, Paul. How are you doing, mate? Are you okay? Really good here, Bill. A bit bunged up, but I think it's going around everywhere at the moment. But I hope you are keeping well. So again, this one's from Ant. Cheers, mate. And then see you there. So you'll absolutely love it, Ant. It's mega. Really, really nice. So what we're going to do before I get cut off, before Dylan comments and breaks my internet again, we will talk through our winners. So before we talk through our winners, our live with Andy is Tuesday. So next Tuesday, the 24th. So again, we've had a few questions sent over, but if anyone wants to pop your questions over, you're more than welcome to. And also are working out on the bread feeder. So our live match that we just filmed at the Glebe, I went back the following day and sat on the same peg. I'm not going to go into detail too much, but I wanted to go back because I had so many things going through my mind, and I definitely feel like I learned a few things that is going to help not just me, but hopefully you as well, when it comes to that type of feeder fishing. So yeah, I'm not going to say anymore because otherwise I start talking and then assume you've watched it. I don't want to spoil it. So talking through what we're going to give away this month, and then we can go back down our questions. I can already see Dylan's commented saying draw bag police. So what we're going to give away this month is a kilo of fine expander. Again, just a nice all-round low food content mix. If you're not going to use it this time of the year, it makes great slop and paste. And Ant will know all about that when we used to fish on the Middle Lake, when it was Ramo with F1s, slop and paste shallow. And I know I've touched on it before, but I'm definitely going to be doing a video for us at Shearsby Valley on that Willow Lake, because that is a joke. And I think that's going to be mega. I know Joe Carras has filmed one on his match fishing films. It looks mint. So I'm definitely going to be going back and say that's what I'd use this mix for personally. I don't tend to use it in the winter anymore, but that's my like go-to throwing slop and then paste mix when you're fishing slop shallow for F1s. That's the mix that I'd use for that. Winter mix has been, I say it all of the time, but that is my mix that I've been using all winter at Tunnel. Skimmer's Dart, so nice mix, and fingers crossed we won't be using this as much as I like it, but I want you to go away until next winter now, But yeah, a kilo of skimmer's dart. And because I've seen 20 seconds of sunshine today, and you know how giddy I am, I even renewed all my catapults. That's how giddy I'm getting. Spray and pray is coming. So next ground bait wise is pole mix. And again, what I'm saying, because I've seen 20 seconds of sunshine, you're going to get 2 of them rather than 2 skimmers dart. Yes, I can't wait to start changing our ground bait mixes. And then the last one is me ever faithful course cart. Love that for a method feeder, again in the edge. It's just a perfect mix, that is. So each of our 10 winners are going to win those following 5 kilos. So I'm going to read out our winners, and I'm going to hope to pronounce your name correctly. So I need a little honey from John. So our first winner is Steve Lamley. Congratulations, Steve. Oh, what I need to do, I can read out my bits afterwards. So our first winner is Steve Lamley. Congratulations, Steve. Our second winner is Staffy70. So I'm assuming that's a YouTube one. So congratulations, Staffy. Our third one is Michael Beckhurst. Congratulations, Michael. Our fourth winner is Vincent Towers. Congratulations, Vincent. Our fifth winner is Craig Middleton. Congratulations, Craig. Our sixth winner is Robert Sturman. Congratulations, Rob. Our seventh winner is Matthew Broadhurst. Congratulations, Matthew. Our eighth winner is Nigel Loft. Congratulations, Nigel. Our ninth winner is Jack Williams. Congratulations, Jack. And our 10th winner is Martin Steele. Congratulations, Martin. So if you think you've heard your name, you think, oh, that was me, if you subscribe via the website, you will get an email from us, and it'll be from support@matchfocus.co.uk. But if you think you've heard your name and you subscribe via YouTube, you need to email us at that same address. So support@matchfocus.co.uk. I touch on this bit every month, and fingers crossed, up until now, we've never had one of our boys or girls fall foul of the little rat bags that are out there. But we are never going to ask you for any money, any details, card detail, none of that. This is all completely and utterly free. We will never ask you for a penny. So if you get a dodgy email and you're not too sure, just again, send it to me, send it to our email address, or you can even message me. But we're never, ever, ever going to ask you for any payment, posted. It's all included. So I just I hate reading that bit out, but I always feel like we need to read that bit out. So basically that is our February winners. Again, quickly touching on, our live is this Tuesday coming with Andy, and we're going to be talking through going into the spring, out of winter, into the spring, into when the bait changes. I need to get good at that this year. And also, if anyone wants to watch tonight, are working it out on the bread feeder is out now. I checked on YouTube earlier, and it's on there. So I know Baz would have put it on the website as well. So that is out as well. So where did we get to? So our next, this was the one that I see from Dylan. Drawbag police, that's me on a stinker of a peg. The rest of it was how the internet broke when I was reading it out. That comment from Rich tickled me, that did. Look, I think if we say it right, we all have spells of drawing epicenter. And you know what it's like when you're on that run of drawing well, it just seems to happen more and more and more, doesn't it? You go in and think, well, yeah, it doesn't matter where, you don't, and people say, oh yeah, you don't really want to be there, the wind ain't been there. And in your mind, you're thinking, I ain't going to draw there. I know exactly where I'm drawing. But likewise, when you're having that run of bad draws, as soon as someone says the worst peg is, when you go into draw, it's like that's the only peg in the bag. It doesn't matter, you draw from the left, the right, the middle, you go first, middle, and last. It just seems that when you're having the bad run of it, the second someone says the worst peg is whatever it is, you're going to draw it. It's funny how that happens. But yeah, what I'm going to say is we all have We all draw very well. We all draw extremely bad. And then we also have a lot of like middly draws. It's just the luck of, as in, do you draw the ripper when it matters, when you want to draw the ripper, or do you draw the ripper, you know, or the poor, when it matters on the last day? You know, that's normally what I'm going to say is one of our lads, Sam Slockett, anywhere on the tunnel. First 2 days, fine. The worst bit, wherever that worst bit is, that's where he draws last day. And the amount of times I've said, it's like, look, if I can just go in and take that peg out for you because I'm doing no good, and he still draws absolute pants. But that's the luck of it. That's the bit about fishing that is that uncontrollable. You know, we can't. That's the one thing that I probably should do. You think of how many hooks I've tied. I've never once practiced drawing. Maybe that's something we need to do. Rather than here showing you all my lovely hooks that I've tied, I'm going to show you blisters on my fingers where I've been trying to draw peg 6 on house. 6, no, 6, no, 6, no, 6, no. There is no 6 in there. You'll be stuck in the corner somewhere. So this one's from Billy. Yeah, I think we've all got the sniffles at the minute, mate. It's the weather. It's not the best. No, definitely not. It just, say the lurg is going around. It always does at this time of the year. It's just not nice, is it? So this one's from Dylan. Speaking of pegs, here's a good one. Every time you went to tunnel, you had to sit on the same peg every match, no matter what time of year. What peg would you pick? Oh. The thing is, there's loads of mint pegs. It would be 31 ounce, without doubt, because I don't think it matters what time of the year. Winter, epicenter to your left on bread. The only thing is, you've got a mint edge to your right, but they never come in on it. See, this is where I was thinking, like, peg 19 on extensions, mint, because you've got like that little slab on the top kit. And when you can see them tail, boom, that's the thing. It's more, it's for results, without doubt, 31 on house, that'd be the peg that I'd pick. Like you could pick 6 on house as well, but it's a long way to ship across, isn't it? I don't know, maybe 22 actually round the back of house. It's not the best, but you ain't got to ship 16 meters. If you've got a nice edge, that's the thing. If you could only sit on one peg, it's not so much the, well, yeah, you want to be on the epicenter every week, but if I had to do that one style of fishing, it'd have to be somewhere that's just got a mint edge, shallow enough that you can see him tailing up. That's the thing, isn't it? So this is what I mean. Even we're on about drawing, that even that ain't good enough for us, because we want to be able to catch them in a certain way that we enjoy the most. Yeah, I think 31 an ounce, and all I'd do is beg Sarah, just never cut that tree down. Just put some like miracle grow underneath it so you can fish your overshotted rig next to the tree. You can fish in the edge. It's a mint peg from each shore. You've got the bread stack to your left. The only thing is you probably need a few more 16 meter bits, wouldn't you? Or again, I could beg her to like move the platform ever so slightly that way in the winter. So it's almost like 29 where you've got the choice. Summertime, you can sit to the right of it and fish to the tree shallow. In the winter time, you can fish more to the left and maybe borrow peg 30's platform where you could just fish in the bread stack all of the time. Difficult question, that one, Dylan. The only downside is I've only got skinny little arms. So it's the ship inside of it. So I like peg 10 on Newsmint because you've only got to ship 11 meters. And I think the thing is for you, you're still quite tall and young. Like the older you get, the more you think, yeah, nice little narrow peg. That's why I love that peg 22 around the back of house, because it's so good. There's some big ones that live there. Got a bit of cover. Biggest thing is it's not wide. It's mad, isn't it? But the edge is not as good. But then saying that, it don't matter how good the edge is if they don't come in. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'd have to see if we could make an edge like peg 19 on extension. I can't wait for it. I cannot wait for it. So this one's from Billy. I was thinking peg 44 on new myself, but again, it's really shallow peg and you tend to foul a lot of fish there this time of year. It's a brilliant section peg. The only downside is with the bubbler there. And it's them Norfolk reeds as well. like when you've got a fish overshotted and stuff, it's like them sticky reeds. It's not like the little nice soft reeds where you can hook them and you're never going to get snagged up. It's the only downside. See what I mean? I'm thinking the edges are all right, though, to be fair. They do come into the left. No, I'd still pick 31 on else, definitely. I just think it's whatever time of the year, it's always mint there. Catch some big fish short, just mint, and they're massive, and they catch a few carp as well. So anyway, that's enough of us dreaming. I've actually been on 30. Well, you know I've been on 31. It was lovely. Dragging your plummet. Epicenter of the stack, and then you just watch them back off and back off and back off to the point where it's like, got no more pole. Can't even fish a rod because you can't cast it. So that is our February giveaway. Best of luck if you're out this weekend. I am mainly going to be tying tow rope to, I'll show you the right way, a bent nail. 010 18s. I will tie a few more, but hopefully I've done enough of that to see me through, and I can redo them ready for next winter. I'm just getting myself all prepped up and ready for the warmer months. So just our last one from Bill. I don't want to leave it. Yeah, they're not the best to cross. I was stuck in them a couple of times on the first day of the Junior Festival. That's the downside, you know. It's to say they're mint like dobbin pegs. Baz had a mint day there on Saturday just gone. Caught some on bread. But yeah, for that overshotting, when it's like red hot, that's the downside. It's like you're just having a nightmare. I'm sure young Brad drew it. He did draw it, and just basically like lost all of his hook lengths. Had a mint day, but you lose a lot of kit. So where's our last one? So I keep saying our last one. This one's from Anne. Do you think Sarah Tunnel will ever change the gardening rules at all? As good as they are in summer, do you think you will ever be able to trim back the bank? I'm not 100% sure, Anne. The biggest thing is where they've done the work on extension. You just don't want people ripping it out, and it's a difficult one because it's so popular and you get so many people going from loads of different places that's the reason why. And you know, this is me being the politician now. You could get 100 people go there, trim the reeds up, lovely, leave them in a nice little pile. After the match, wade in, they drive around in the buggy, pick the stuff up, ultimately put in the buggy. All's well and good. And then you get one person that rips the reeds out and makes the peg look like World War III's gone off. And now, as a fishery owner, it's like, well, I planted them. They've cost me money. They're there to hold the bank in. You know, it's the roots. That's what we need. So then one person spoils it for everyone. And that's the downside. It's a difficult one because we're so, what do you call it, with the rules there. Nobody wants to go to a venue where there's loads of rules, but ultimately there's rules in place because it's the protecting of the banks, you know what it's like. All these fisheries now, it's so good and we're fishing in the shallow water all the time. It's just trying to stop the eroding, so they need the reeds to be able to, for the roots to go down to actually, you know, be able to hold the banking back. So I get it from both sides. I'd like to think in the future she would allow us to garden, but it's a difficult one. So I can see it. I see it from mine and your side of it regarding, well, you know, I want to be able to see me float and get me rig tucked in. And that's fine because we cut it, we net it out, leave it in a nice little pile. That's fine. But then you've got to look at it from the fishery owner's point of view that, you know, they've spent a lot of money. It does cost a lot of money with all the work that they do. And you see like they're netting it every year, restocking every year, you know, putting money into it to make it as good for us as possible. Ultimately, they don't want too many rules, you know, so they've got police and stuff. But then you get one person go and do that, and it's like, we've just spent all that money, been watering them, you know, looking after the bank for one person to come along and rip them all out rather than trimming them. It's a difficult one. I can see it from both ends, but you say, hopefully, maybe in the future, it'd be lovely if we were allowed to do it again. But yeah, fingers crossed. So that is, say, our February giveaway. Massive well done to all of the winners again. best of luck this weekend if you're out. I hope you're all on the stack, especially Dylan, because he deserves to be on the stack. And if you are, Deal, let us know on Tuesday whether you drew Epicenter or not. And yeah, have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Take care.